Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Planning for Reality and welcome to another video this week. I hope you're all doing well. I hope your week has been going well so far. I want to thank everyone that has been showing me so much love and support, kindness, encouragement. I really appreciate it. Whether you have made a purchase from my Etsy store or bought me a coffee, which I am so grateful for and thankful for. Thank you so much. Whether you have commented or just prayed for us, I appreciate it from all my heart. You can't imagine what you have done for me. With financial stress comes it affects your mental health, and your well-being can affect your physical health sometimes. And I am sure there are a lot of people out there that are in a similar situation as me, or maybe even worse. And I hope that if you are, you can overcome your struggles and your challenges. We need to take it one step at a time. I know it's easier said than done, because I am in that position at the moment where I'm telling myself, we can do it, it's okay, and I'm trying to think positive, but it has been mentally, emotionally difficult. But when you guys are saying so nice things and supporting me, and this new buy me a coffee, that is just crazy to me. It's surreal, and I'm so thankful and grateful to every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you. I noticed that some of my videos have been getting very long. Sorry. I noticed that some of my videos have been getting pretty long, and some of you might not have the time because you're working, or you have other commitments that you need to attend to. So I've been trying to be conscious about that. But sometimes I tend to ramble because there's just so much going on. A few subscribers have suggested to break them up into separate videos. So I may do that. I may pick a topic that I, would like to share with you guys and make a video about it. And then you can decide whether you are interested or not and want to watch it. But I just want to say thank you for all the support. You have really lifted my spirits, and I was actually today able to sit down and touch the binders and think about finances, where before I just had kind of like a brain block and everything was just shut down and it wasn't working properly, like a fog. So thank you for that. Today we are doing our budget. I usually at this time of the month do a monthly overview or closing out the month. I'm not going to be doing that this month because there were some significant changes in this month of August, and it just wouldn't, I would be at zero pretty much. So I thought to myself, let me start fresh. I'm just going to imagine to myself that I'm starting this journey for the first time, although this is my second go at it. Well, it's a process. There are ups and downs, and that's why I started the journey. It was because of, I had a few different circumstances, and I wanted to not let that happen again. And I was on the journey to try to secure myself financially for my family, so that, when something unexpected comes up, we are prepared. And we were kind of prepared for something unexpected. There was a lot of money that we had, and it got used for that. And I don't have work, so that's a big change. We purchased a house in this past year, so that was a big change since I started this journey. So a lot of financial things have changed. I've had a few kids with medical conditions coming up, and just different things. It's life, it's reality. I'm trying to accept all of the factors of that. I know it's hard, but it is what it is. And I know it's easier said than done when it comes to your mental health, because I'm going through it myself. But I have to try, and if you are in a similar situation, we just have to keep trying, and hopefully things will turn around for us. So, quickly, what I did was I went through my binder, I cleared off the trackers, and I set emergency for 5, so when I can actually start it. I took out the money from the anesthesia 500, which I'm going to bank, but it was actually in $50 notes. So I just quickly swapped it with the medical. I emptied back to school uniforms and car registration, and I decided to add all into the medical. I changed the medical to $20 each icon because I need $800, $400 for each appointment. So now it's got, I think, $670 in there when I combined all the money. So once I've got $130 more, I can go ahead and fully fund my 2 appointments. And the second one, I will get some money back at that time, but you have to pay the full fee first to be able to get the Medicare rebate back. So I did that, some organizing here, before putting the camera on, just to wrap my head around what I need to do and my priorities and things like that, so I can better manage or better do my budget. And then the other thing that I was going to say was, what was it? I was going to say I watched a video from Peppercorn and Co. Budgets. I will link her channel below. She's an Australian cash stuffer. And she is going to trial out stuffing with Play Money, some of her bills. And Bosco Budgets did something similar, same as Aussie Budgets. And a lot of the Modest SJ, she does it anyway. She stuffs with just Play Money. So I was thinking, because I'm not going to have much money cash wise to stuff, I was thinking to actually stuff with Play Money. I want to, if you guys would like to see that. If you don't want to see Play Money or don't enjoy that, then I won't do it. But if you like to, I can make up my own Play Money with the printer. I'm not able to go out and purchase the pretty ones from the store, but I have a printer and I have paper, so I could probably make a bit and stuff a bills binder, and then maybe see the progress with that. I don't know, it's just an idea. So I use the dot journal for all my planning and everything like that. And the reason why I use it is because, number one, it's very cheap and affordable. So any notebook would work. Even one of these I think they're like 20 or 30 cents from Kmart. So even these, and I when I get these, I get like 10 or 12 at a time because the kids use them as well. And you can use one of those to set up a budget. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is you can use it for multiple things, not just your budget. So for example, after this page here, I'll be setting up my weekly, my weekly, and then or my expense tracker, and then I'll be doing like my weekly layout where I plan out my week. And I will be doing other things, multiple things that I do in here. So that's why I enjoy this. I don't know if I'll stick with it forever, but at the moment I'm enjoying it and it suits my budget and my needs, so I'm sticking to it. So I just do a template myself and draw it up or write it up. And I created this one before the video so that just to save some time in, you know, doing the headings and things like that. So here we go. We'll start with income. I feel like there's something I wanted to talk about, but my mind just went blank. So I'm going to start the budget, and then if I remember, I'll come back and mention it. But I've just had so much going on. Today was storming like crazy, and there was some hail, and it was just crazy. And I've had a few appointments. So my mind's not all there, but hopefully I will remember it, and then I can let you know. So I get paid every 2 weeks for family tax benefit from Centrelink, and now the new amount is going to be $1,072 every 2 weeks. For other, it's also got some change, but I'm not counting the change. For other, I had someone ask me if I could customize something for one of their kids' birthdays, and I made it for them last week, and she's going to be picking it up in the next couple of days, and she's going to be giving me $80. So I'm going to put that in the other, and I'm going to budget with it. So 1,072 plus 80 is 1,152. And if I get any extra money from, like, if someone calls me and says I can pick up the bottles and cans, I will. If I sell something on Facebook Marketplace, I will then, you know, keep that money to add into the budget for the next fortnight. Okay, so here we go. I've got the bills that I currently have because I did cancel some subscriptions and other things. So electricity, I'm currently paying the provider $80 every 2 weeks to cover the bill. Internet, I wrote half here because I used to just pay it when it came in, like the once a month, and same with the mobile phone. But because I don't have that leeway when it comes to like having a higher higher amount left at the end of these bills. What I'm trying to say is, say for example, the full internet bill came out on this month. The next month, on this fortnight pay, the next fortnight pay, I would have more, but this week I would have less. So then I won't be able to have groceries and petrol. So I've decided to split them in half into the 2 paychecks, and I will pay the half to each of the providers when this paycheck comes in, and then the rest of it when the other paycheck comes in. So it's $99 for internet every month, and I'm dividing that by 2. Oh, what happened there? So that equals $49.50. And I know these amounts, memorize them because I pay them all the time and I'm always doing the budget. So mobile is 80 because I had to get a new phone last month, if you remember. So half of that would be 40. My home and contents insurance is $83 a fortnight. I pay it fortnightly. And if I was to opt for monthly, it would be the same amount. It would only be discounted if I paid it yearly, and I'm not in the position at all to do that. And that's the same with car insurance. It's every 2 weeks, so it's $69 every 2 weeks. Lion here is my last, well, it's my debt. So not my last one because I'm going to start getting some new debts. But I am so thankful and grateful that I did pay off the other debts earlier this year and last year. If I still had Zip Pay and my 2 debts, that's about $100 a fortnight that I would have to pay. And I don't have that at the moment. So I'm so grateful that I actually did it and made a deal with them and got them paid off and cashed in the coins challenge. I'm so grateful that that worked out for me. Okay, so I have psych here. I don't even know how to spell psychologist here. But that's for a kiddo. So the psychologist is 189. You have to pay the full amount when you're there, but then they refund you 91 on the spot from Medicare. So that means $98 is out of pocket. So I'm just going to do the out of pocket amount because it's a on the spot refund. And then so whatever money comes back in, then I can take that out after. And that's the same with speech therapy. We did run out of sessions and we were supposed to pay the full amount, but then they mentioned that my kiddo is eligible for a new health plan. So I went and got that, and hopefully it will come into effect. And then that means I need to pay 97 when I'm there, but I will get back, I think it's 58. So it's going to be $39 out of pocket for that session. I hope. Okay. Childcare, I have Bub in the childcare 1 day a week because I had them on a waiting list in multiple childcares and I was waiting. Finally, this childcare center called us back. They offered us a place. I opted for 1 day a week because that's pretty much all I can afford. And even that's really pushing it. But I needed the baby to go to get used to the atmosphere and to secure their position in the school, in the childcare, so that when I do get a job, I can easily increase the days. But if I didn't accept the placement and someone else took it, then if I got a job, I wouldn't have a place for my kid in a childcare center. So that's why I kind of have to keep the baby in childcare, because I need to be ready for when I do get a job. So that's $44 out of pocket every 2 weeks. The rest is covered by Medicare. Centrelink. Here I have police check, and that's not a monthly bill, but I'm going to put it in expected because I'm expecting to apply for a national police check. I have been applying for all different kinds of jobs that are not even in my old field of work. And some of them ask for a national police check. And I looked it up. It's $42 and some change. That's why I thought, like, there's no point to add in the change that I receive through the government benefits, because it will just, all work itself out with the 12 cents and the 8 cents and things like that. So I need to apply for one. So I am expecting to pay that amount in this next 2 weeks. And that would probably help my applications as well. So, and some of the works that I've been applying for, they need some other checks, but I can't get them. I can only get one check at a time because of my financial position. But I've been applying for like support worker positions that are like on your ABN. So, you're like a contractor. So a support worker, or even in a childcare center, I don't mind. I will do any job really. The only scary thing is I still need to take my kids to school and pick them up. Unless it's some kind of crazy, amazing pay, like $2,000 a week, then I can put my kids in after school care. But if I'm only going to get a part-time, because I'm applying for part-time, casual, and all of that, if it's going to be only a part-time or a casual position, it wouldn't be enough to cover my kids to all go to after school care. I have 4 school-age kids and the baby. So that's the only really stressful thing. I haven't been mentioning it in the cover letter or when I'm filling in the applications. I just, when I'm during an interview, or we're discussing the role, and they ask about hours and things like that, I will mention, I have kids, and I would prefer that, if I would be able to pick them up from school. But if I can't, and the position, is offered to me with, and I'm able to put them in like after school care, I will definitely consider it. So I do mention it after, because the last thing I want is to be hired and then they say to me, oh no, sorry, these are the hours, and if you don't like them, then, or it doesn't work for you, then that's too bad. Then I've wasted their time. I've wasted my time when I could have been applying for other jobs. So it's important for me to tell them. And it's also important for me to tell them during interviews that I do have kids. And if I get a call from a school or the childcare center that there is, a sick kid, I need to leave the workplace to go get my child. I don't have anyone else to pick them up. So I know it lowers my chances in getting work, but I have to be honest and upfront, because in the past, when I did keep it from the employer, they weren't happy about it. So, and I didn't think it would be important at the time, and I thought, it just never clicked to me to say it. But now I have experience with that, and I know that it's important to mention it up front, because it can jeopardize your position later down the track, and then we're going to be at square one all over again. So hopefully we can find something really soon. So here we go with the bills. It's 80 plus 49.50 plus 40 plus, I made a mistake already. 80 plus 49.50 plus 40 plus 83, 69, 50, 98, 39, 44, and 42 is $594.50. Okay. Which leaves 1152 minus 594 and 50 cents, 557.50. And I won't apply for the police check until this lady has paid me, because if she doesn't, then I probably won't have enough for everything else. So groceries is $200 a week, and petrol is $40 a week. If I can, it's actually $50 a week, but I'm cutting it down to $40 and see how I go. I don't really go anywhere. So when I'm using $50, it's going to pick up the kids from school, dropping them off, coming back home, going to the grocery store. My kids stopped going to any extracurricular activities since I stopped working, because I can't afford it. So there's not really anywhere that we go. So I do know that we kind of need 50, but I'm going to test out the 40. And I do have backup money still in here in case the 40 is not enough. Then I will add, 10 each for each week. But I want to just test it out and see if I can make it work somehow. I don't know. So that's $240 a week for groceries and fuel. So that means we have 557.50 minus 240 minus 240 equals 77.50. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the whole 75 in medical, and the $2.50 I'm just going to leave it in the bank for a buffer. Okay, and that's the only fund that I'm going to stuff until I have it at 800. Then I will start to stuff other things, because that's my number one priority, is to have those medical expenses covered. And then I'll think about back to school, car registration, and all of that stuff. Okay, Etsy Pay, I don't know what the income is going to be, but I do need to make note of the rest of the bills. Now, Etsy lets you see your income as it's coming in, and then it goes into reserve, then the fees get deducted. So it kind of shows you the process of the money from the orders. So I already know that this month I'm going to have a paycheck, and I am grateful and thank you to every single person that has ordered from my store. I hope you love what you bought. I'm really grateful and thankful to you, and I appreciate that. So I know that it's going to be enough to cover the bills. But say, for example, it wasn't enough, I would have to cover these bills. So the printer is $159 for the month. Canva is, I think it's 18. Pretty sure it's 18. Amazon is 10. Cricut is 14. And Microsoft is 14. So those I'm deeming as business expenses. And so that comes to $215, which I'm going to leave in the account when the Etsy Pay comes in for those bills to come out. And then whatever is left from the income is what I will get, and then we will stuff for supplies, storage, supplies and postage for the business first. And then whatever's left from that, I'm going to cover the difference in the mortgage. So my mum is going to be sending me 2,000, and my brother 1,000, so that's 3,000. So that means I need $700 to cover the mortgage, and I still have a few weeks. So I think it comes out on the 20th of each month. So that's for this month. Now for next month, I already spoke with my partner. He's going to speak to his employer and see if he can get a cash advance because he is planning to stay at least to the end of September overseas. And then hopefully he comes back at the end of September. And then when he works, he can pay his employer back slowly, or we can figure out how we're going to pay everyone back. So he's going to organize that, which is such a relief. So then I just need to come up with $700 in the difference of the mortgage. And I am grateful for that. And if you remember in my last video when I was talking about the pay, I was planning to leave some of the money for like if medicine came up or something like that. But I do have this backup money here. It's still here. I haven't touched it. So that's if I need, one of the kids need medication or something happens and I need, like, for example, an emergency babysitter or just for anything, I have this money here. It's I think it's $400, and I decided to keep it in small notes as well, just in case. I just need $5 because I don't want to be taking out all the money and then it's just gonna fly away. So that's that. Oh wow, this video is already at nearly half an hour. Okay, so what I might do is I'm gonna end the video here, and then if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment. If anything comes up or changes, I will let you know in a video or in an Instagram post or something like that. And I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you to all the new subscribers that came from Cash Bear Mama. Thank you for those subscribers that came from Mindy's Budgeting. I'm going to link these channels below because if you don't know already know them, then you can check them out as well. So they gave me shout outs. Thank you, Jillian, for your support. Bronwyn Budget. Thank you, Aussie Budgets. Thank you, Mum Wife Budget Life, for sending me lovely comments. Thank you to the subscribers, Stacy, Emma, Tracy, Ruby. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Thank you to Vicky. And I'm sorry if I missed your name, but I do appreciate it. Thank you, Amy. I know Amy's out there too. And I really appreciate all your support and love, kind comments, kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you. Crazy Cracker Plans, The Modest Estate. Thank you so much. Thank you, Koala Planning. Thank you to everyone, every single one of you. And I'm sorry if I missed your name. These are just off the top of my head. And I hope to one day be able to return the favor and the love to you. You take care, and I will see you all in my next video, which I don't know when it's going to be and what it's going to be about. So keep a lookout, and I'll see you then. You take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a lovely rest of your week. Bye-bye. Bye for now.